7 days, mofos. All right, so I was already going to bring it up, but since it was pointed out, I'll give credit. But dude, y'all filled this super fast. So we're going to do 2 fantasy spots. Y'all killed it. No minis. I was like, I don't know if we're going to post a second break, but we've been crushing it with some minis on the PYTs, but the random filling. I don't think I'll do this exact mix, but I am really working hard to put these kind of mixes together, guys. I know that it's crazy right now coming off of summer vacations and back to school shopping and fantasy league payments. And you're getting ready for, all sorts of things. Gas is high, groceries. I get it. But we still got to have our community, and I'm doing the best I can by you guys. I really am. So doing my best to put these mixes together. Thank you all for filling them. 2 fantasy spots tonight. Let's go. Let's pull some fire to go with it. Leaf Metal. Now, this is like what we've been ripping. It's just not the red, white, and blue version. Get your 1-on-1 guesses in. Ooh, got something stuck in my throat there. Living true to the blazing name. And I said this to Jason, and listen, don't get me wrong. I love the red. I said this on a break with the red, white, and blue. So I'm always honest with you guys. I love the red, white, and blue for the fact that it's numbered to 10 or less. Some of the cards look great, but as a product, it's quite repetitive, and that's why we had one case of it. When it was gone, it was gone. It wasn't that I don't think there's value there. I just like the different color to Leaf Metal. I mean, these cards look sharp. Kyle Hamilton, and we're getting a 3 out of 3 anyhow. 3 out of 3 Kyle Hamilton. That, is it the Ravens or the Rams? There's one that always gets me. Kyle Hamilton, I think, is the Rams. I'm wrong. It's the Ravens. Which one's the Rams I always get? This is the Ravens. Baltimore Ravens going out to Mitchell. You got from last year? 101 red. I don't think we pulled a 101 out of that case. That's crazy. Michael Mayer. Oh, and all NIL players will be randomed off at the end. And that's why we're kind of mixing it in. If I do it as a standalone, it's tough because we'd almost have to do it as a player break. And I know they haven't been extremely popular. This is an NIL. It's numbered to 15. These are numbered low too. So we'll random that off at the end. Kingsley Enagbre. Kingsley, I always think of Letterkenny. Kingsley Enagbre, I think that's how you say it. He goes out to the Green Bay Packers. That is going to be Chase. What up, Chase? Chase fairly new here, right, Chase? Welcome to the fam. Chase, are you, I don't know if you've been in the group long, but I feel like we've just been waiting to welcome someone to the group. And I know we got it. I don't know where it's at right now. We should probably wait for a better one and where I know where it's at. But we do have the new guy drop in here somewhere. All right. I can't find it. Sorry. Where's the new guy sound? Should I bring it? Should we officially welcome the first new guy on the new guy drop? So it was recommended that I use these again. That it sucks on the app, but it's really hard on the computer. Oh man, it sucks. I gotta figure them out. And every time I add one, it changes them around. Man, I'm messing it up, guys. Sorry, I don't know if I have it. I have this one.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I saw
new things. I don't like it when new people come in. It is never a good
That
thing.
first one was to me. This one's to you, Dade. Here you go, Chase. 100 years later.
Who's the new guy? I don't trust him. What's his purpose going to be?
Nick, I hate Jamie for bringing me in the cards. Malik Cunningham, 1 of 7. Shoot, we are getting shorter prints in this than we were in the red, white, and blue. Maybe they just made less of this. I don't know what's going on. Guys, I may be having seriously health issues that I don't know about. This is another NIL. They will all get random separately because I can't say words right. Hey, look at this. Out of 40, a Hutch. Lions, Felton on fire. Felton is just straight up on fire. There you go. Hutch. There you go. Dude is straight fuego lately. Felton is. Out of 40. Hutchie. All right, next up we're going to do a back-to-back legacy. We still going to do our two $5 hit list credits. Listen, I know, and sometimes it backfires when you do, and sometimes it backfires when you don't. You know, we never really pay attention to the ones where it's like, oh, good thing I didn't trade. It's always like, oh, I traded, you know. That's not a Kaboom card? All right, listen. So that's my regular Kaboom. This is when it's a crazy Kaboom.
What the fuck?
Dougie has learned his lesson. He's tried to be the nice guy too often. So I have my general Kaboom, and sometimes I'll hit the Kaboom a lot. Just let me get back into it. I gotta learn. All right, you guys gotta give me time to get these back in shape with these drops. I'm getting there for football season. The goal was to have them ready for football season. I'm still in the preseason. I'm practicing, getting my playbook ready, all that kind of stuff. You know. What? All right, here we go. DJ Moore. Oh, you traded to be nice and gave up 3 jerseys. I forgot that was you. See, I try to put those out of my mind, as you all should do too, because you can't go back. Eli Manning, Daubs, and Davis. There's a Mark Andrews out of 50 for the Ravens. I want to get into college football this year, and on Saturdays we may have NIL breaks. Since there's college football on, we may just start doing some of these Leaf, player breaks, stuff like that. Maybe we'll do like Saturday night, like if there's a good headliner game on, Saturday night game, we'll do some, there's an Olave out of 50 there for the Saints. New Orleans Saints going out to Tyler. And do like some squares with it or something. I don't know. I want to do more new stuff like that this year. You guys be down for that? It's more fun to break that stuff while it's on, like college football. Get some of these college athletes. Maybe we'll keep an eye on players that have big games. And, anybody that pulls that player in the random player break could get an extra like $25 credit. Stuff like that. I'm going to use a bigger top loader here. I'm going to try to come up with some new stuff this year. Keep it fun and exciting. Every year I try to do new stuff. So week 1, typically leading up to the games, we do our pick'em. We do, our paper football. Week 1's going to kind of stink because I'll be in LA watching that game and I won't be able to do our normal stuff. But that's all right. It will be something to look forward to in week 2. Isaiah Spiller, maybe I'll try to do stuff while I'm there, but Lord knows it's going to be tough. Jaquan Brisker, Gronk, Trey Lance, Tyreek Hill, and Connor. Alec Pierce and Watson, and DJ Moore out of 199. Is CT in here? Is Chris Taylor in here? Dude, the Bears got the Colts all fired up, picking up that dude off of waivers. The guy they let go. Apparently the plan was to let him clear waivers, re-sign him, and then it's like all this like unspoken understandings in football. And the Bears are like, no, F that, we're claiming him. Jeremy Ruckert, the other one was a Matt Corral there. Yeah, did you read about that, Chris? They're all up in arms about it. Hey, look at this. Olave Inc. going out to the New Orleans Saints. Tyler, you got one out of 50, and you got an auto as well. I do have the best assistant. I could let him take on some of those duties. Chris, I'm going to have to buy you like a... Or we'll have to set up a randomizer for the football teams for the... Remember, we give those away with breaks, the paper footballs and stuff. We will do pick'em in the group. You guys only won it like twice last year. Remember, you have to get, I think it was 80% of the games correct. You don't bet against the spread. You just pick the winner straight up. Pull you a hit someday. I probably could find one or two that I've pulled you back in the day, but it may have been a couple weeks. Now that you're back in breaks, maybe we can pull you something. You notice, Nuss, I am trying to mix in some Leaf for you. Keep it Nuss happy, keep Nuss happy. We'll call them we'll just call them our K&H breaks. The keep Nuss happy style. Taysom Hill, Micah Parsons, Chris Carter, Stingley, and Dameon Pierce. What do y'all think? Dameon Pierce, could he be a top 15 running back in fantasy this year? Yay or nay? Ronnie Lott out of 125 there for the Niners. We've been doing some Leaf, though. Trying to work it in. Daxton Hill. It's one way. There's a Drake London. Pulled a nice auto of him out of red, white, and blue earlier. It's the one way that I can try to keep these mixers cheap, too, which is helpful. And there's good cards in there. David Ojabo for the Ravens at a 125. No? You don't think? I think he is. Take it to the bank. Kenny Pickett. Jalen Hurts at a 299. They are getting themselves a new weapon in Rager. Took him in the 17th round of a draft today. Bailey Zapp. And for the Detroit Lions, bringing it back to back. Last hit of the box in both boxes. Jameson Williams, duel out of 100. Dude is on fire.
He's on fire.
For real, dude. On fire.
He's on fire.
Oh, dude, I am begging for Trinity football this year. I'm going to get and the thing is, a lot of people don't like to break Leaf, so I'm hoping I can buy other people's cases and stuff like that. It runs out. Trinity runs out. Trinity is one of those products where it gets ripped. You can't find, it's not like, hey, you should buy another box of Trinity. It's like, there's no more Trinity. We opened it all. It's all out. The price is obviously going up. I hope because COVID's over, they get back to the inscriptions. That was one of my favorite things about Trinity was they used to put in those beautiful. So they always put in beautiful swatches, but they always had these really nice in inscriptions as well. And they kind of went away from that. I don't know if the players wanted more for that, or Leaf didn't want to pay up for inscriptions or what. But I know that was one thing. I did bring up with when I was at the National and we sat at the Leaf table, opening the basketball stuff. I did bring up the fact that you're saying hi. Scared me a little bit. You can say hi.
Hi, why is this the opposite hand? I want it to be this.
It's just the way it looks so that they see it. I don't know why it does that. Do I look like a scientist?
I'm a scientist.
Is that what your teacher tells you? Hey, I don't want you to do that. You can say hi, but I want you to go upstairs, bud.
But I want you to come up.
All right. When I'm done here, I'm coming up. I got this box and that box right there, buddy. Did you finish your movie?
Yeah.
Tell them what movie you watched tonight.
We watched the new Paws of Fury.
And you want to give us a review? Good, bad, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Awesome. Daddy, I want the...
You need to go brush your teeth.
I want the samurai sword.
All right, go tell mommy to look it up. Don't come back down until I come up. Terry McLaurin, tell her not to run the vacuum either. Deshaun Watson. Hey, guys, out. No, out. Excuse me a second, guys. Yep, if you go. First it's a vacuum, and then it's setting them down. Buttons are being pressed. Buttons are being pressed. I'm about to play this drop to Lauren.
User in your channel was banned from the server.
User in this house is banned from this house. Kyler, get him the damn... Buy him the sword! Leave him... We talked about it earlier. No more toys. All right, get him the sword. Get out of here. That's another letter Kenny line. Out of 125, Kyler Murray. We got Cooper Kupp and Singletary, Devontae Adams. Kobe Bryant and Kayvon Thibodeau and Isaiah Likely. Andre Rison, Jermaine Johnson, Terrell Davis, Mac Jones. They were all right when they were kind of like little and cute and could climb on my lap. And now they're older and they're like freaking full-grown animals. I'm like, all right. Dodgeball time is also Miss Lippy time. Trey McBride, 4 out of 50 going out to the Cardinals. Keenan Allen, Andrews, you see why I like Daybreaks more now. James Cook and Brian Robinson, hope he's doing well. Chris Carter out of 100 going out to the Vikings. We got Ricky, Desmond Ritter. And there's a Kyle Hamilton to the Ravens. There he is. Oh, yeah, James, I'll still kick ass. Justin Jefferson, I'll just be allowed to do it more instead of messing around. Jamison Williams and Isaiah Likely, Bob Lilly, Ezekiel Elliott and Chase Claypool. Mechie Sauce and George Karlaftis going out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs is going to be who? Brian Jones, who? Where are your parents? You ever like have your kids out somewhere like a park or something, the way they're acting, and you're just standing around like, someone needs to get their kids. You're just so embarrassed. You just hope they leave before you do, or your kids don't come up to you. Animals. Although I guess it's better if your kids come up there than you're alone without kids at a park for 45 minutes. Like, do you have kids here? What are you doing here? No, my kids honestly could play at the park and not come talk to me for an hour. Like, they don't care. When they're at the park, they are there. My kid will be like, come back, like, can these 3 kids come over? I'm like, I don't know who those kids are. Like, I just met them. No. Where are their parents? Paxton makes friends everywhere. Everywhere. And then the best part is like, he'll make friends that don't speak English. He gravitates towards those kids. And then he'll pretend to speak their language. I'm like, Paxton, he doesn't understand you. You can't, like, when he was little, it was bad. Now I tell him not to do it. He's old enough to know not to. But it was so funny. He'd, like, pretending to speak their language to them. It was bad. I'm like, I swear he's not being, like, it's not malicious. His intent is pure. Did he, Wes? It's kind of cute until a parent looks at you and they're like all judgy. You're like, all right, knock it off. Thanks for leaving. This park's too snooty for us. All right, here we go. Ooh, it's an auto and it looks like it could be a vet coming up. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Dalvin Cook. Think he could be the top running back this year. I do. Pittman, Sharp, Barber, Pickens, and Carson Wentz for the Washington Commanders. Fran Tarkington, Judon Lamb, Haskins. There's a Bosa out of 199. Stephon Diggs, Cunningham, Manning, Pierce, and Strong. We got Kyler Gordon, Metcalf, Robinson, Murray. We're going to give away 2 fantasy spots at the end of this, by the way, guys. Chase and Cook, top 2. I just can't bring myself to getting receivers in the first round simply because when guys like Juju are going in like round 5, 6 range, I just can't bring myself to spending that price on a receiver. Brett Favre, Keyshawn Johnson, Tolbert, and Walker. Jordan Davis at a 299. I thought for sure as drafts went on, we'd see Juju climb the charts, and he hasn't. There's another Sam Howell and a David Bell silver. Derek Carr, Atwater, Booth, and it is going to be a Robert Quinn out of 50. Robert Quinn for the Chicago Bears. There it is. James Eisman getting a hit for the Bears. There you go. One for you. Mark it up. Juju is overrated. I hope people play that. Oh, I swear, if I go into my final draft this weekend and I don't get him, I'm going to be so... Oh, no, he got kept for like $9. I'm still going to try to work out a trade. I think I do think he is, at his value, he's the sleeper of the season. I don't mean he's going to be like the number one. Where he's getting drafted, and they do this too. They look at like ADP based on like value. I think he's going to be the most valuable drafted fantasy player based on ADP. We got 1, 2, 3. Did we? Legacy, yeah. Did we get a second auto out of that? Oh yeah, we got all 4. Okay. I was like confused for a minute. I'm like, what the hell? Where's our other one? All right. Last box mojo. Gonna need a banger. So the people in our season long. Oh, I've had some questions. I'm gonna go over this real quickly. Most of you know. So forgive me if you're like, yeah, we know. But I want to make sure people know. What's really cool about this is, yes, we have 2 Yahoo leagues we're doing. But this is for season-long FanDuel. What's really cool about this, I do think it's the coolest way to play fantasy. This must be our patch. It's every week you set your FanDuel lineup. You'll get an invitation in the chat for that week. Every week you check it, you set your lineup, and then your points are tallied. Like they're put in a spreadsheet. Then each week they're added up. There is a high score winner credit each week. You get $5 for high score towards credit. Kenneth Walker there. And then at the end of the season, it's simply whoever has the highest score gets first place and so forth, second. And it's neat because you don't necessarily have to have a good week every week. If a player gets hurt, so be it. You know, you lose your first round, second round pick in a draft. It is hard to recover. Here we got a Pickens out of 149. Well, I had someone ask today, so I wanna make sure. But I just love that style of league. I know, you know. They all know. Jamie, did you listen to that clip I said today, or did you just watch it? Elite is the next release that comes out. We will have some of that. I think that comes out next Friday. Next Friday that comes out. Oh, here we go. Indianapolis Colts, Vestige, Jonathan Taylor. Loving the inserts in this. Michael Thomas, Zach Wilson, Davis Mills, Bailey Zapp. There is a Najee out of 50 going out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jesse Bushel. Vision out of 50. These cards are cool, man. I hope. Do they have has anyone seen a Josh Allen in this yet? Debo out of 149 and Jerome Ford out of 100 going out to the Cleveland Browns. Dougie with a hometown player there. Well, I should say a hometown favorite. You're a Cleveland Browns fan, right, Dougie? Aren't you? At heart, anyhow. Hey, that's my birthday, Wes. We'll have birthday Bowman. That'll be fun. All right, here's another auto, and here's a sheesh. Mike Evans, Kelsey, Davis, Brown, Lawrence, Garrett Wilson, Taylor, Treylon Burks, Daxton Hill. The only complaint I'll say about this, and there's other sets that do this too, is some of the names with the silver are hard to see. This one's not, though. Alvin Kamara out of 249. And what up? Out of 15. Debo! The man continues to hit. That is going to be another Felton banger. Wow.
He's on fire!
My golly. What is going on? We'll mag that up for you. Why not is right. Felton, I don't know what you did, what community service you committed to, what old lady you helped cross the street. Did you buy groceries for someone? What did you do? I don't know what it is, but you got to keep doing it. This is crazy. You are on a hot burner streak right now. Debo out of 15 nonetheless. There you go. Bangerific. You know the rules and so. Public education. That is a absolute community service. Even though it comes with a paycheck, it is community service. Russell Wilson. Oh, here we go. I think we have an on card. Fred Warner for the Niners as well. We got Nick Chubb. Oops, there was one stuck behind there. Daniel Jones. We should have left him back there. I'm so frustrated. My Daniel Jones collection is about as worth as much as my Nate Peterman collection. I pick all the good ones. Herbert out of 50, and it's going to be a Tyler Batty. Gotta love a good Batty. Tyler Batty, I forget where he goes. What does Tyler Batty do? We got to get that drop. He is the Baltimore Ravens. That's what I thought. Baltimore going out to Mitchell with the blue ink. I love seeing the positivity going to the people that are on fire. I hope he can still be good, Wes. I really do. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We got 2 cards to random off, including a Malik Cunningham. And I almost said Malik Willis. I'm like, that's not right. A Malik Cunningham. And we have 2 fantasy spots. We're about to recap. Pictures are coming up tomorrow, too, with some recent hits. So let's recap quickly, and we will... Daboll turned this guy, you may have heard him, Josh Allen, that nobody thought was going to be a good quarterback, and now he's like 13th best in the league. I'd buy it if the other rankings held true, too. We'll leave it at that. I'm all right with 13th in the league if all the other rankings were like that. Justin Herbert out of 50. Debo out of 149. Najee out of 50. Pickens out of 149. We got a Wentz, Chrome there. Kyler Murray out of 125. Trey McBride out of 50. Out of 100, Chris Carter. David Ojabo out of 125. DJ Moore. Mark Andrews out of 50. And then Olave out of 50 as well. All right, let's do it to it here. Recap for the hits. We got DJ Moore actually getting a hit here for the Carolina Panthers. That's going to be going out to Ricky. What up, Ricky? We had the Jerome Ford for the Cleveland Browns going out to Fresh to Death. Chris Olave for the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Dahl. And Robert Quinn out of 50 for the Chicago Bears. It's going to be James Eisman. We got Karlaftis for the Kansas City Chiefs going out to Brian Jones. Who? Brian Jones. Jameson Williams for the Detroit Lions. Felton on fire. For the Green Bay Packers, Kingsley. Going out to Chase Day, new guy. And Kyle Hamilton for the Baltimore Ravens. They were not done yet as they got the Tyler Batty too. These cards look the best they've looked yet. I wish they'd transfer this to Pro. But it does have a pen pal vibe to it. So I get... I'm glad it's not repetitive. Aiden Hutchinson for the Detroit Lions going out to Felton as well. It's going to be a Hutch out of 40. And Debo 1 out of 15 from Luminant San Francisco 49ers. Felton's on fire. All right, here we go. We got the Mayer and the Cunningham. Cunningham's going to go first out of 7, then the Mayer to 15. These do not count as hits. For that reason, it's going to be one random and one random only. First, we'll get the Cunningham. Second, we'll get the other card because they're not counting as hits. Whenever we don't do them as hits, we just let them go that route. And then we'll do the 2 $5 hit list credits, and then we'll do the 2 fantasy spots. We got 3 randoms to do here. So 2 bonus cards. Mineral 5 does not count as a hit. Top 2 win on this one. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. It's a 12. We'll do all the rolls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. I got an IDP draft tonight at 9:30. The New England Patriots are going to get the first one. Second one goes out to the Chicago Bears. The Patriots are... We're not counting them as hits, but just so we see. Dougie Berger got the Cunningham. Could be good. Who knows? He's not in the pros yet. That's what I said earlier. If you have some of these NIL cards, what you need to do, get them around, put them in a separate box, and even more so than the pros, watch their stuff each week. See if it adjusts their pricing. It'd be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see if their prices adjust because of that. You got your big money league. Oh, that's in like an hour and 15 minutes. You say 6:15. I'm like, you missed it. I forget. West Coasters. I'll be one of those guys next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pats and the Cowboys. And Jeff Galvez. And now, top 2 get fantasy spots. Now, remember, in the event that they already have one, and because we're working on filling it up, I'm allowing them to gift but not sell. I'm asking you if you got it and you want to give it away, or you can be put... If you don't want to give it away and you want to be put in the overflow league, we are working on... Mineral 5 on this. Working on getting an overflow league. So we have like 3 names in that already. Maybe something we just say, hey, we have 6 spots left. I need you to tell me why you should get a spot. Something like that. Alex, I know you're in a league, aren't you? Are you not in this one? No, you're not in this one. I thought you were in one. Packers and the Dolphins. That is going to be Green Bay is Chase Dane, the new guy, and Miami Dolphins. Alex Regal, you got one. It worked. There's still spots. Don't worry. You got one, Alex. No one needs to give it to you. You won it fair and square. All right, y'all. Now my dog's down here. Who's the new guy? I don't know. I don't know if we can trust him. All right. Y'all, good luck on your draft tonight, Jamie. If any of y'all have one, good luck. We'll be back at it tomorrow with some more randoms, a chance to win more fantasy spots. Remember, Tuesday will be the absolute last day we can do breaks, possibly Monday, until the season starts. Got to get it done. She sent the dog. At least the vacuum's not running. All right, y'all. I'll see you. Peace.